PSG 3, Aston Villa 1. And Villa took the lead, man. But let's not get this twisted, yeah? Say this as it is. PSG set levels tonight. They've been setting levels since that turnaround in the early stages of the league format, yeah, when they nearly didn't even make it through. Is that turnaround? Since they turned it around against Man City, yeah, they've been setting pace. They were relentless. They showed Villa levels. They showed Villa levels tonight that Villa couldn't keep up with. You know what I'm saying? Doué, disgusting Doué. He took the absolute piss out of them. He was tormenting Cash off at half time. You know, um, Disassi comes on at half time. It's just, he was just too good. Slapped it top bins for the equalizer. You know what I mean? And then what? Straight away in the second half, Kvaratskhelia. Oh my lord, disgusting finish as well. Went past Disassi like he weren't there. Slapped that top bins with his weaker foot in the right in the corner. And that final dagger, the final Nuno Mendes dagger, that was the one. If Villa could have held on, yeah, and got them back to Villa Park at that 2-1, obviously it's a whole different game. But that last one was just a dagger. But they're just levels. PSG they're brilliant to watch. They're relentless. Their man just pressing all over the pitch. Vitinha and Neves in midfield with Ruiz. Like they just swarmed Villa. Like seeing Villa on the back foot as much as that, right? And they're one of the better teams in the Premier League playing on the front foot. Yeah. Just to see how the levels are just different was scary. It really, really was scary. Barcola off the bench as well. It was scary. And it was, let's be honest, it was a masterclass from PSG. And we have to start talking about PSG that like they're the favorites. Let's be real. So many times we label PSG as the bottle jobs. PSG have been labeled as the nearly men of the Champions League. Do you know what I mean? They can't get it done. Champions League final with was it at Wembley, wasn't it? Or wherever it was, like couldn't get it done. Couldn't get it done. But I ain't gonna lie. This PSG, this Luis Enrique PSG is hitting different. These kids are they are young, exuberant. They express themselves. They get you off the edge of their seat. What Kvaratskhelia did, yeah, was just pure filth. Pure filth. Do you know what I'm saying? They like Matty Cash in the first half, bro. Jesus, he just couldn't get a break. He couldn't get a break. And you know what? Respect to Villa for hanging on in there for quite some time. To be honest, they're going to be so disappointed with that last one. I think they just put everything into it, and they were knackered by the end of the game. They put everything into it, but they just weren't good enough. It's as simple as that. Now, listen, 2 goals. It's not impossible, you know what I mean? 2 goals down, but it's a mountain to climb. And I can't see them. I can't see PSG not scoring at Villa Park. So I just think Villa just got set levels, big boy levels. You know, of course, Villa been getting excited. Unai Emery factor. He's a great manager, top manager, and they're not fully out of this tie, but they got set pace. They got set levels, and they just could not deal with it. What are we talking? We're talking 22. What's the stats here? Hold on. Wait a minute. What's the stats here? Hold on. 29 shots, 10 on target to Villa's 2 on target and 7 attempts, 76% possession. You know what I'm saying? That tells you all about it. Like they just couldn't see the ball. And really, to go 1-0 up actually under those circumstances was against the run of play anyway. They weren't even in the game then, but they were defending quite well. And they done well to nick one, and it's actually a really good counter attack. John McGinn nicks the ball, travels with it, gives it to Rashford. Rashford takes one touch, passes it on the overlap. I think to Tillemans. Tillemans squares it, and it's an easy goal for Rodgers at the back post. But after that, nothing Naguan, mate. You know what I'm saying? It was another yellow tape crime scene. Yeah, let's just be real. It was another yellow tape crime scene because Kvaratskhelia and Doué, their finishes were so disgusting. They were crime scene yellow tapes, 100% unruly settings. That's what's going on here at Football Flex as well. Unruly settings. I told you like this as well. Marcus Rashford, Listen, left as the lone striker up there, weren't going to see a lot of the ball. Used the ball well in that one instance. He used the ball well in that one instance where he just took a touch and set it to Tillemans on the overlap. But other than that, he wasn't great. Kept running into players, losing the ball, not really getting much change. Ramsey carried the ball well. He did well, winning some fouls here and there, but couldn't really. You're just restricted from an attacking force. All of Villa were just restricted the whole game, really, to very, very limited half chances. Um, Martinez had to make a couple of saves as well. So you got to big him up for that. They don't listen. Villa didn't disgrace themselves. They just got set levels. They just got shown what this Champions League thing is. And I wouldn't completely rule them out at Villa Park, but I can't see PSG not scoring. I can't. They've left them. So if this was 2-1, all they had to do was see that out, but they were too tired. They were just too tired, man. They just couldn't do it. And for me, that's game done. That's game done. They'll give it a good go. They might go 1-0 up or something. I don't know. But nah. And now I'm looking at PSG, which we should have been doing anyway. But listen, we're assuming Arsenal are through. Listen, PSG will run up Arsenal. They'll give them a good game. I know that Arsenal beat PSG in the group stage already, but they will give Arsenal a proper run for their money. That'll be a great game. Great game. But let's be real about PSG. They've been the best team in the Champions League. Like now we're looking at teams in their final form. Barca are cooking. Give them that. But I don't know, like with how they it's you know what it is how they play. It's what they're doing and the way how they've changed from the Harlem Globetrotter style with just bare stars, the Messi Ronaldo with the Messi, Neymar, Mbappe signing all the big names to just completely pivot away from that with these young, hungry ballers just ready to cook. Nuno Mendes is another one as well, up and down at it. As soon as they lose the ball, they just swarm you. Villa didn't have time to breathe. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I said, John McGinn is usually doing that to everyone. Kamara is usually locking people off. No, not today, mate. Levels were set. Villa got humbled in the end because it was just sheer levels. Not humbled on they let themselves down because they gave the best account of themselves that they could. Look what these man just done to Liverpool. Do you know what I'm saying? They done the same thing to Liverpool. Relentless, relentless, relentless. So, boy, they got it all to do. But Kvaratskhelia and Doué set disgusting levels. Naughty from them. Naughty. Smash a like on the video, peeps. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And let's get this channel popping, man. It's only the beginning. It's only the beginning. And the watch alongs are coming soon as well. So watch out for them as well, man. Thanks for all the comments on the last video. We're growing, man. We're growing. Share the video, share it up, run it up. I'm out of here. Peace.